D-Nation! What's going on, D-Nation? What's going on? Today we are going to get into one of the first videos on the docket, and that is the horror story. I try to figure out a certain way to do this video and make sure this video is entertaining and informative as possible, so y'all bear with me. And without further ado, I'll go by D-Jack, but you can call me D. So I go extra hard on that hard flow. Call me D. I'm gonna go back as far as I can go. It was the year 2001. We living around Midlothian Village. It was right before bed. We had just finished dinner. My mama telling us to go brush our teeth. You know, the regular nighttime routine for your kids. My room not that big. When you first walk in my room, my bed is on the left. My window is right beside my bed to the right. I got a closet right here when you first walk in to the right. And the rest is toy chests, Spider-Man rug, and I got like an end table beside my bed. I get into my bed and I go to sleep like regular. I know they say that when you go through this certain thing that this could happen right when you fall asleep or a little before you about to wake up, but I couldn't pinpoint when this happened. When I am asleep, all of a sudden I feel like somebody got their hand over my mouth and my nose. That's what it feels like because I can't breathe. I can't breathe out of my nose or my mouth. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was my older bully brother trying to kill me in my sleep. That's exactly what I thought at the time. And then right when I feel like I'm about to lose all my air, I can breathe again. That was my first experience ever dealing with this. I didn't open my eyes. I couldn't move. It almost sounded like the room was on mute. Usually you can hear the air on, you can hear the fan blowing, you can hear the TV on. If you left the TV on, it kind of sounds like you're underwater. When it's over, all the sound comes back. Everything comes back. You look around the room, everything seems normal. I woke up the next day and I told my mom, and she told me I just had a bad dream. I even looked at my brother all crazy that whole day that day. I didn't talk to him. I didn't want to even see him that day. I was scared of him that day because I thought he did it. The second time this happened, this had to be not too long after. A little while, but not too long. It was the year 2002. We was living in these apartments called Brook Run. I was 10 years old. I'm in my uncle's room. He not there. He went out somewhere with his friends, with his homeboys or whatever. Everybody taking it in. I'm staying up super late this night. Everybody in their rooms. And I'm sitting here watching this Biggie documentary. Now, this is the year 2002. I don't know if it was a documentary or just some type of show that was talking about it, but I was watching it. As I'm watching, my uncle comes in the room.
Hey, nephew, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. You in the room?
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Alright, holla if you need me.
Alright. And I keep watching the show. Right after my uncle leaves the room, a wave of drowsiness come over me and I just kind of lay down on the bed. And as soon as I lay down, I feel like I can't move. I'm trying to open my eyes. I can't open my eyes. I am screaming at this point. I'm screaming right now. I can't hear myself scream. I know I'm screaming because I'm pushing it out my voice. I'm pushing the scream. I'm just knowing my uncle about to come in the room and help me somehow. I think I'm kicking. I think I'm moving my arms, but I'm not moving at all. Because when I finally did wake up, my uncle comes in the room to come get something.
Nephew, what's wrong?
You ain't hear me screaming?
Screaming?
Yeah. I was kicking my feet. I was waving my arms. You didn't see that?
Nephew, you was asleep and then you just woke up. You had a bad dream?
No, I was screaming.
You need to go to sleep. That's what it is. You need to go to sleep.
It took me a while to go to sleep that night, so I ended up turning on cartoons because it just brought me back to that moment a year before. No one could have did that. Nobody was in the room with me. My uncle wouldn't do that to me. This thing stopped happening to me for a while. I didn't have an episode for a couple years. It was when I moved to St. John Wood. I was 16. I come in the house one day. I'm super exhausted. I'm super tired. I don't get in the shower. I don't go eat. I don't do nothing. I just lay on the bed. And this night I'm laying on my stomach. My dad, he didn't like lights on when everybody's asleep. He likes to conserve electricity, so you can't have your TV on, you can't have your lights on, nothing. It's pitch dark. And my room is downstairs. Everybody else's room is upstairs. My two brothers, my dad and my stepmom, their room is upstairs. I have the only room downstairs in the apartment. And you know, this thing, it was happening a lot at this place. I don't know what it was about these apartments. I don't know if I won't get enough sleep. It happened a lot here. It was this particular day that I remember the most. Not a fucking again. My arms is hanging off the bed. I've been known not to open my eyes because I opened my eyes once before this and I didn't like what I see. So this go round, I'm trying to keep my eyes closed and I just started hearing this knocking. It was synchronized knocking though. It was not just random sporadic knocks. It was on beat, on whatever pattern it was trying to make. And once I heard that, I opened my eyes. Because I'm like, what the fuck is that? I never heard that knocking sound before. Usually when this happens, I can't hear nothing. It sounds like I'm underwater. I already got my head turned like this. And it sounds like the knocking is coming from outside the door. It's right at the door, but outside the door. Somewhere in the ceiling area. I struggle to turn my head to look up as much as I can, but I can't move. So I'm straining my eyes to look up. What I see terrifies the fuck out of me. I don't see an animal. I don't see a person. I see a shape. And it looks like this shape is a half a circle hanging from the top of the door opening. You know what your door opening look like. If you look at your door and you look at the top of your door opening, it was no opening in that half a circle. It was all black. And it terrified the shit out of me. It wasn't solid black. It was like a matte, smoky looking black. And it wasn't just stuck there. It was doing this. When I see this, I start panicking. This is what I feel like I'm doing. This is what I'm actually doing. So I finally muster up all the strength and energy I got and I break myself free of this shit. Again, that's what I feel like I'm doing. But what actually happened is I can only pick my arm up. But once I pick my arm up, everything else started to loosen up. I'm getting up out the bed, I turn the light on. I got the shakes, that shakes you get when your sleep is interrupted. I go to the door, look up at the ceiling, I don't see nothing. I look around the room, what the fuck is going on, bro? And I can't help but think, maybe I got sleep apnea or something. I tried to go on Google and find stuff about it and find out what's going on. I can't find nothing about it because I don't know the actual name of whatever this is. One day after school, I go to my grandmother's house and I'm telling my grandmother about what I'm going through. And after she heard, this is what she tells me.
Demond.
Yeah, Grandma, what's up?
What you got going on?
Nothing. School? Like, I don't know what you talking about.
Something's following you.
Something's following me? Why would you say that, Grandma? Grandma is spooking me the fuck out right now. What do you mean something's following me? What you talking about?
What I know is, that's the witch riding your back.
The witch riding my back?
The witch is riding your back, Demond. And from what I understand, that means you ain't living right. That means you got demons on you. That means that something's going on in your life that you need to change.
I'm straight off the back thinking this is just old grandma talking her old grandma talk. She's real spiritual. She real in touch and tune with the other side and all that type of stuff. So I'm not taking it too serious. Grandma just trying to scare me. She playing with me. Ain't no way. After that conversation with my grandmother, I don't have another episode for a while. So one day me and my girl get into an argument. We get into a fight, a real bad fight to where she caught me cheating and she put me out the house. I'm talking about I got the trash bags and everything. And I go stay with my uncle and auntie. They got a house in Lynn Haven at this time. Thinking about this one, this is where I started believing in this spiritual side of things. We ready to go to sleep. My auntie and uncle, they already in the room laying down. They got their lights off. I go to sleep late. So I'm on the couch, I'm laying on my back this night. This time, it's almost like I felt it coming. It's getting to the point now where I can start to feel these feelings coming. I feel like this thing is about to happen. And it's raining this night, it's thundering this night, so the light is constantly flashing on and off the living room, showing little shadows in the room. It looked like this is moving, but it's not. It's just the lightning. I'm throwing it off. Like, I'm not paying attention to it. I'm not reading too much into it because I know it's just the light flickering. Before I go to sleep, I can hear my auntie phone ringing. I can hear her phone ringing. But when I doze off, it sounds like the ringtone went underwater. And then I got that underwater sound in my ears again. And I'm telling myself, don't open your eyes, don't open your eyes, don't open your eyes. The thunder hit, my eyes jogged open. The thunder and the lightning flicker light through the living room. I see this big silhouette of a shape. I'm not gonna call it a human, I'm not gonna call it an animal. I don't know what to call it. It's big with a half a circle on the top. It looked just like the half a circle I seen back in St. John Wood when I was 16 years old. But instead, it's attached to something now. When I see the silhouette, same way as last time, eyes wide open. I can't even close them at this point because I done already seen it. Because I feel like if I close my eyes, I'm not going to be able to see if it's coming to me or not. As the light flickering, the thunder going, it looks like this damn silhouette got closer. And I'm not talking about an inch. It moved right over top of me. And right before I feel like something's about to grab me, my auntie comes in the living room and shakes me awake.
Wake up! Damon, wake up!
Now, this was the first time that somebody told me I was moaning, yelling, making some type of sound in my sleep. Now, what made me believe that this was spiritual, because she told me that that call I heard right before I went to sleep, right before I dozed off, was my girlfriend, Kendra. She was calling my auntie, telling her to check on me, because my girlfriend has dealt with this with me for years. At this point, we've been together for about 5 years, and she's dealt with me going through this almost every other night. She calls her sister and says, go check on Damon.
Why you want me to, like, what's going on? Just go check on Damon, please.
How the hell she knew to check on me at that moment, I don't know how. I don't know if she felt something. I don't know if it was coincidence. I do not know. This is not a cap. This is true events. And right when she checked on me is when I'm going through this episode. Scared the shit out of me. Scared the shit out of me. Yes, I'm 23 years old, scared to go to sleep at night because I know most likely I might have one of these episodes. 3 years later, I'm 26. I'm living in Greenwood with my girl. This is in the midst of me doing my trap thing or whatever. Now, this night I'm exhausted. I'm tired. My girl is still up. She up on her phone. She got her knees up on the bed. And I'm falling asleep on her. Like, I got my head leaned on her and I'm falling asleep. My phone is in my hand and I'm doing this. I don't know if I was dozing off from the perks. I don't know if I was just sleepy. I get that underwater sound in my ears again. TV is on. And it felt like something was taking air out of my mouth. It felt like something was sucking air out of my mouth. Ain't no fan on in the room. Ain't no AC on. It's cold outside this day. I'm not calling it nothing. I'm not saying what I think it is. I'm just telling you what happened. And because I'm right there with my girl, she's shaking me awake. She's shaking me awake. She told me while she was shaking me awake that she saw my eyes rolling back into my head. She said it looked like I was having a seizure. 3 seconds later, I wake up. I don't know what happened. The only thing I do remember is me feeling like my mouth was being sucked by some type of air. Everything after that, I don't remember. I only can tell you that it's because she was right there with me. After that point, I didn't want to go to sleep without my girl after that. I felt like if I went to sleep, I had to have my girl to wake me up if this happened. So I started doing a little bit more research than I did when I was 16. And I really look it up. So when I put in what my symptoms are, sleep paralysis comes up. I go through it. I do real homework on this thing. And I start telling myself, oh, maybe this is a medical thing. Maybe if it's some type of condition that makes me think this is going on and I'm not really seeing what I think I'm seeing. Then this is 2 years later, 2020. I'm back living with my dad. Not living. I'm kind of just staying up there for a while to get away for a little bit. This time it's the middle of the day, but the room is dark. Curtains on. You know how you have your curtains in your room? It makes it look like it's nighttime outside from the inside because your room is so dark. Only thing that's on in the room is the TV. I'm dozing off and I know the TV is on. I know for a fact the TV is on. When I doze off, I open my eyes. I look at the TV, but I can't see anything on the TV. I see the light, but I don't see what I was once watching. And it sounds like somebody pushed the mute button. Can't hear anything. All I hear is this underwater sound effect again. And because I doze off like this, I can kind of see the entry to the door and I can see the TV at the same time. I see feet walking the door, brown skinned feet, stopping in front of the TV, turning back around and going outside the door. When I turn my eyes that way, I see my brother with his head poked in the door like. His lips is moving. He's talking, but I don't know what the hell he's saying because I can't hear him. I jolted up this time because I want to go see if that was really him. Right when he closed the door, I get up out the bed and the TV sound comes back. I look at the TV. Law and Order is on TV because that's exactly what I was watching before I went to sleep. But when it was happening, all I could see was blurry colors. I could see colors moving around on the TV, but I couldn't see what was on it. I run in the other room. I said, bro, you just came in the room? My brother's on the game.
What'd you say, bro?
You just came in the room, bro?
No. I've been here for damn near an hour, bro.
Bro, you just came in the room. Why are you capping? Come here.
For what, bro? What's what you...
Oh, just stand up right quick. Just stand up right quick. I need to see your feet.
Hey, bro, what you on, bro? You want to see my feet now?
Bro, just roll from under the desk right quick. My brother rolls from under the desk, and he has white socks and some Jordans on. So that wasn't my brother who walked in the room. The brother that I saw poke his head in the room, he had a haircut. My brother has had a haircut before, but at this moment, my brother doesn't have a haircut. He has a fro. He had the spiky fro. He had like that Goku look going on, that black Goku look going. But when I seen him poke his head in the door when it was happening, I just knew it was my little brother because it was him. It was his face. So when I tell my girl this, when I call her and tell her this, she told me that wasn't your brother. I said, what the hell you mean that wasn't my brother? I know my brother's face.
Yeah, they can take faces.
Who is they?
Demons, babe. You got something following you.
Now this is the second time I heard this. The second time. And she tell me that something's following you. Something don't want you to accomplish whatever you trying to do.
You got something on you, and they know it, and they want it.
I throw it off again because I don't even want to believe it.